All right, guys, hey, happy weekend. And I got a special one for you today because I want to make sure you guys not only just get the great stuff about, obviously, the nutrition, functional medicine, things that can help your body, but now when you do get healthy, how can you make the most of your training? And after owning a gym for, over 10 years, my biggest thing that I saw were people that were ineffectively training and then wondering why their body never changes, right? And one of the things that you got to understand, the principles of muscle growth. And for you women out there, muscle growth does not happen where you guys think lifting heavy is going to make you bigger and bulkier. You guys don't have enough of the male sex hormones and androgens that would produce more muscle growth. So what has to happen is for your body to change, you need to start lifting weights, okay? Now, how do you go about that? A lot of times what I see people doing in the gym ineffectively are basically things that just get them nowhere. They're spinning themselves in circles. And what do I mean by that? So they're choosing weights that they could do. Now, you can grow muscle when you're lifting lighter weights, but the principle stays the same. It's getting yourself into basically a set of failure, or within 5 reps of failure, or even more so 3 reps of failure. So what do I mean by that? So when you're lifting a weight, you're going to go until your body can't get another rep. That is muscular failure. That's what creates mechanical tension. And in a short term, mechanical tension is basically the stress and tension and force placed on the muscle fiber itself while it's going through an active motion. We now know that you can produce more force isometrically. So when you're holding a squat or you're holding basically weights maybe middle, like you can produce much more force here than actually pushing the weight or lowering the weight. But when tension is at its greatest, you're producing metabolic stress on one side and muscle damage on the other. That's what creates tension. The more tension that you can make, the more the muscle is going to grow and change. Now, how do you do that? Well, that's the big question, because what I see is, for example, people choosing weights that I want to show you, just because for here, if I'm going to do an incline chest press, right, and I'm going to be doing this, now it's going to take me a long time to reach failure with this weight. Okay, I could keep going here forever. Now, say this is like 90-pound dumbbells, and I'm going, this is like my 4th rep, right? And I'm coming down, and I'm going up. This, that would be 1 to 2 reps short of failure. And that's what's going to elicit change. The biggest problem is people don't understand that principle. So they either choose too light of weight and they have to go so many reps to get the same benefit, whereas I used 90-pounders there and I got 6 reps and I got within 1 rep short of failure, and I produced muscle growth and mechanical tension with changing the muscle fiber. Great, right? So what is the downside of using lighter weights and going to failure? Well, you're creating more stress, right? And that's not often good for the average American. We've already got stress in our lives. We've already got kids. We're already not sleeping. We're already creating inflammation. So if you're doing a set with like 20s that you can get to failure doing 25 reps, that's great. You still will produce a change in muscle fibers and mechanical tension, but you're now coming with a cost of adding more stress to the body, making it harder for it to recover. So hopefully that makes sense, because to change the physique, you've got to also make change with the muscle fiber itself by creating muscle damage, mechanical tension, metabolic stress. So hopefully that helps give you some knowledge today. If you're curious on how I do that with my clients, make sure you just reach out, send me a message. I don't mind ever giving you guys some great advice. All right? So God bless. Have a great Saturday, and hopefully this helps.